Welcome back to KSP. So we've upgraded the buildings since our Minimus adventure. So let's see what can we get. Let's see what we actually get here. Aggressive negotiations. I think we'll leave that as is. Mission control. So what do we have active? Visual surveys of Mun. We got 2 to do there. Take a crew report in flight. Crew report in flight. So they've done that one. So I only got 2 more to go. Yes, that's the one I can't get, that stupid orbital one. Oh, look at that. So let's see, put your station in orbit of Kerbal. Build a new station that has power, an antenna and a docking port. Have a facility supporting at least 5 Kerbals. Have a research lab at the station. Maintain stability for 10 seconds. That's cool. I'm taking that one. We're not going to do that yet because we're going to go to Mun. Whoa, a new surface outpost. Jeez, okay. We get at least 5 Kerbals for this. 13 years, I'm up for doing that, that sounds cool. How many can we have? I'm not sure what our max is now. Well worth that. I think we're going to take that. Cause my last mission to Minimus went really well. A new orbital station around Minimus? I don't think so. Oh, testing an ion system. You can't tell you to try that out. Test turbojet engine. Build new service with Juna. Explore Juna. Never expires. We'll take that. I think Juna will probably be our next kind of place we want to go. I think it'd be sweet. The last satellite one I had doing around Mun, I couldn't get right, so I don't think I'm going to pick that up. Yeah. I think that's kind of good to know. So I want to go to Mun. That's my kind of thinking. With an actual ship that can land. So this is actually going to be, or let me see, I think I've done, what have I done? I've got my classification here, I've gone, yeah, ABC, right, so we're going to go to D class. It's going to be Mun lander. So we're going to take a lander can. This means we will actually be able to take up some more of our Kerbals rather than just the pilots. And I'm guessing we should put a docking port on this one. I think this one's the one. Is that a small one or is that a big? Oh, yeah. Let's go for the big one just for the extra support. Let's try and position it right. Trying to get that as centered as possible. It looks pretty good actually. So that's our docking port that will connect up to another vessel if we need it. If we need the extra fuel, I'm hoping we won't. Then we need a fuel tank. Is this the only one we've got of this diameter? I don't want this thing to be too heavy. Yeah, it looks like we don't have a smaller version of that. So we'll go with that for the moment. So what we're going to add on there, I guess we should add on. I'm trying to think how we're going to make this. We can either do one, like what do we have for engines? We do one big engine, like this one. Alright, that one would be capable probably of landing this on, but I don't think it's very efficient. What we could do though is go for a try setup like this. And then we could sit onto this these. We would then put the landing gear on the outside. Alright. We would then go to science pods, we'd slap 3 of these puppies on. Like, I'm not sure if we're overdoing it, if we're making this thing just too heavy. The problem is if this doesn't work, big ass problem, isn't it? Let's go with 3 thermostats. Oh yeah, we should take a seismic, shouldn't we? We don't really need 3 of these, do we? Let's actually go down to 1. I think these are physicless, so shouldn't be a problem. We'll put an antenna. Let's put it all in the same area, just so I know where it all is. We don't need the pressure, do we? But we're not really taking much pressure on Kerbal, so may as well take a whiff. Okay, that could work. We will need a couple of batteries, which are here. Try them up as well. So this is my landing craft. This thing, I think, should have no problem taking off from Kerbal and getting back. And we'll also fit tri-parachutes on the command module too. Okay. I guess we could actually put that docking port on rather than this one. Just so it's, you know, slightly better looking. And if we ever need it, we just unfold it. It does look nicer. See if I can make these look nicer. Good. And those parachutes will easily slow us down. So we need a separator. Alright, this might be an issue. Oh no, we can still fit it on, that's good. So this is where we're going to stick a big fuel tank. Now what I'm thinking though is having the vessel that's connected up to this actually being capable of self-propelling itself, so that it could stay in orbit with a fuel supply on board. But looking at it, I'm trying to figure out how we might do this. I wonder. Another crazy idea is to actually mount the command module upside down and docking port it to something. Then if we need to, we can just undock it basically. Take it down to planet. Be quite a mission though, if we did do that. I'm tempted to do that. Very tempted to do that. Let's get this out of here actually. Oops, not that. That could look cool as well. Yeah. Okay, let's just have a think about this, see if this will work. So we'd lose this docking port. Oop. We'd spin this upside down, right? This might be just over the top. We would put in another docking port on the underside. Oh, apparently these cannot be connected up. So I'm going to go get rid of our fancy docking port then. Alright. Stick that. I'm thinking as well that we've probably gone this the wrong freaking way as well. This could end up being a 4-man mission, which is just crazy. So the route I want that to be the root of this. What was that? Selected. Did that work? Does that work? No. Select a set of 2 or more parts to attach. So this and this. Now that's the core. Yes, perfect. That actually worked. I can't believe this. Yeah, we've got a 4-manned. I'm building a 4-man vessel. This cannot go well, can it? I think this is well over the top. If this works, it's going to be freaking nuts. We'll definitely need a reaction wheel. On the bigger part, anyway. Oh crap! Look at the size of it. It's teeny weeny. You know what? I know what I'm doing. That'll be a good idea if I can think of it. Right. So I'm going to put on a. What do you think? A big tank? That's too big to take in this base. Let's go for a half-size tank. Do we have any advanced stuff in here? What do we have? I'm just making this so blooming complicated right now. Because I'm going to have to send both these back in different... Yeah, I'll have to send both these vessels back at different goddamn times. It's not a good idea. This is a bad idea. Bad. Yeah, this is a really bad idea. Okay, screw that. Let's see if we can make this the core again. I think we might make it over the top. So flip this around the right way. I think I was overdoing it. It would be cool, but it would mean a hell of a lot more complicated mission right now, and I think we should keep it simple for the moment. So we're going to go with this body, right? Then yeah, let's have it separate off. So we're going to have a big separator. Where are you hiding? So big separator, it's going to have, say, one of these tanks, or will we go for a double? Because my plan is to use nuclear power this time. It's far more efficient. Where is it? There she is. It's far more efficient, which means this vessel can get a lot further on it. It should be the capabilities anyway. We should be able to do that. Okay. Right, then we would stick in a separator then. One of them, perfect. We could then stick on a big engine. So we could put in a mainsail. Right, that works. So this is our launch vehicle. We could then put on struts. We'll try these up as well. And bingo. So that should hold that all together. That looks good actually. So save that. Now have we got enough on it? We got battery. We don't have solar. We need some solar. So we need basic solar to start with, just to make sure if anything goes wrong, we'll have power. Perfect. And then we should get some fold out ones as well. I like the 2x3 ones. Say like that. Perfect. So yeah, we've got the parachutes to get it home. We've got the... Yeah, we've got everything here. Science equipment, we've got 3 science. Probably do not have goo. Let's get some goo on this puppy. So let's set it up where we're going to put the goo. To be honest, we want it to be easily collectible by the Kerbals. So maybe actually on top. Then they can like fly up and get it quite easy. Because the moon we can easily run around. So let's just rotate this. Something like that looks good. It's going to be quite a craft to land, like I might be overdoing it, as I usually do. Okay, then we're going to have some struts. Good. These are going to be connected to these big boosters. Okay. Now the other thing we should do is figure out how to add some reaction wheels. Because this thing's going to be so hard to maneuver, you know. We need at least one of these somewhere. Really need a few of them. I don't want to go attach them here because we're going to lose these quite early on, really. So what can we do with them? Like, the only reason we have a docking port over here is kind of an emergency. We can easily send our vessel to come help out and give them fuel or something. It can just be an unmanned vessel if need be. So where are we going to put this reaction? Because I want to keep this thing maneuverable. Damn it. Alright, I think we're going to have to add one up to the top then. I think what we'll do then is we'll remove this and we'll slap this on top. We'll put a docking port on top of it. Would that'll work? Even centers the docking port perfectly. That'll work indeed. Okay. So we're going to have to, the other thing we have to do is pump the fuel from these big tanks. I'm going to now one side. So pump them into the center. Perfect. We should also probably add the lovely little boosters to shove this away from the craft when we're off. No, we still don't have any good really separators for boosters, that's a pity. So I think we're going to try adding some of the big ass boosters. We haven't actually used them since I unlocked them. The only time I did try using them, they were a bit dangerous. So something like that. We will add on, again, more boosters. And let's check, see if we're doing anything. So we can go up to 225 parts, mass 260, where we are perfectly within our capabilities right now, so this is good. So we're going to add on some support struts, good. We'll need to solidify up this whole thing. Hopefully this is going to work okay. Save this. Let's just double check here. Alright, the main thing we're going to get right here is the staging. So we're going to want to bring these on. The main engines, we want them on. We're going to go with separators. So we've got, where's my little boosters hiding at? There they are. So they need to separate. So that separates, boosters go off, good. And that goes off with these. And main engine needs to come down to there. And we separate that, that engine comes on. So this is down to nuclear power. When we're down to nuclear power, we won't have much we'll have lots of efficiency, but not actually much thrust. So I need to bring these three down to here. This is by far the most dangerous mission these guys are gonna ever have undertaken. This is by far the most dangerous mission in the Kerbal world so far. But I think that stability-wise should be okay. So we're not taking Jeb, we are taking Lemsey, and let's take Bill or Bob. Who's going to go? I think it has to be Bob, he's the best, after all. Okay, we're going to save. Let's just put it on a launch pad and see what this thing looks like. If it looks stable. Hopefully it does. That easily the heaviest thing I think I've put into space as well. in this version of Kerbals. Wow! Now I realise what happened. They pulled themselves off the rest of the craft. Right. So, same again. I think this might be the one. I think she looks quite cool as well, actually. She does kind of look like she's made to land somewhere like the moon. So we're just going to throttle, or well, we're going to keep 1/3 throttle. We're going to get up to speed. We're going to drop off our solid states. Then we're going to continue at 1/3 all the way up. Hopefully conserving a load of fuel that we can then use to help get into orbit. We'll probably run out of fuel once we're in orbit. Then that means we'll switch to these ones and this kind of reserve tank. This is going to be our tank for getting to Mun. And then the rest hopefully will be for landing. And yeah, that'll be kind of it, I guess. Hopefully this is going to go okay. So solid fuel tanks are going to be running out any second now. There they go. So we're going to continue throttling at just 1/3. I think we're going to start accelerating again. Yep, the air's thinning. So everything's looking good. Okay, this isn't too bad at all. So we got the separate, let's double check everything. So our next thing is those separate. Then that separates, those three engines come on. That then separates the reserve fuel tank. Parachutes for returning